Central coach Matt Fine, our guest now on the post-game show. And, Coach, first of all, congratulations on another North Central Conference championship. That's big for you and your kids.
Thank you. It really is. You know, this is 4 in 8 years here. It's a great run for us, obviously in the conference and being able to win the conference undefeated. I would really like to go back and look. The first one we won when I was the head coach, we were undefeated. The next 2, we had lost 1. And it was nice to really get selfish tonight and not share this with anybody, either Kokomo or Richmond. Not sure who won that game tonight, but it's a great win for us. It got us back on track as far as playing well. We had not, been as sharp the last couple of weeks as we needed to be. I was proud of our second quarter effort, our third quarter effort. We were pretty tough in those quarters, especially the first 6 minutes of the third quarter.
Tell us a little bit about where this game turned, because at the end of one, it's 11-10. You guys hold them to 4 points in the second quarter. That's pretty strong defensive performance. And what did you do anything different in period 2, or did you just do something better?
Well, we just did it better. I think that we were 2 for 10 in the first quarter from 3, and that's a lot of threes to take, but we got great looks at the basket. 8 out of those 10 threes I'll take. It was just the problem of how we were getting them. We were passing around the perimeter and shooting threes. We've got to go in and out, and when we went in and out, we got great looks and knocked them down. That's how you play offense against the zone. So, we probably shot too many and probably shot too many just passing around the perimeter. But second quarter, Nick really got us going. He was very active on the glass and just seemed to be everywhere inside. And we buckled down defensively. Every look that they got was contested, and we feel like we gave them a couple there. But in the third quarter, as I said, about 6 minutes there, they had 17. We didn't finish the quarter how we wanted to. We really felt like we could have stretched it there. But, it kind of gets ugly there. You start putting different people in and getting them experience.
What are you most pleased with in terms of how your team is executing? Not just tonight, but 19 games into the season, you're 16-3. Your 3 losses have been to great teams and all been nail biters. You've been in all of them. You could be 19-0 right now. What are you happy about with
Well,
this
I'm happy about how this team practiced this week. When we tell them that they're not sharp and we need to do better, they listen to that. They're great kids and they're very coachable. But until they realize it themselves and it hits home with them, that's when you're going to get kids to take ownership in what you're doing. And they realized that we weren't very sharp against Anderson. And we had a good meeting last Friday and a good practice last Friday. And then we had 4 good practices as we've had since early in the season. And, again, that's a tribute to our coaches. We did a better job of really identifying things we needed to work on, how we were going to get it done. And it's a tribute to our kids, 18 games in, going to their 19th, to have the maturity to go back and get to some of the basics that we have to do well. So tonight was a product of our practices.
When Brady Hoke was the football coach at Ball State, he used to say to me all the time, we play for our seniors. And I trust that you feel the same way. You've got 5 kids in Adam Botts and David Dorse, Nick Osborne, Dwight Jefferson, Josh Maywar, who have been through the wars with you. This was senior night for them. They had a chance to close it out the right way they did. Talk a little bit about what your seniors have meant to you and what they will mean to you going into the tournament.
Yeah, I love those guys. I told them, I'm a pretty emotional guy, and if this would have been our last game in the field house, I probably would have been a wreck before the game talking to them. But thankfully, we play the sectional tournament in here, so that's nice to know that we're going to get back in the field house and be able to play at home again. So those guys have given us a lot of wins throughout their years and just given us great leadership in our program, and they do it the right way, and they're mature, and it's a very, very special group. We count on those guys to set the tone and how we want to practice with their leadership and their talk and their communication, their toughness. And, I don't even want to think about being done with those guys. This season has went so quick. We're getting ready to play our 20th game, and it's going to be over here in a month regardless, and maybe before if we're not ready. But, it's a group that I could spend a lot more time with, and just beyond the basketball floor, these guys are great kids, and they really hold a special place in my heart, and I'll always look back on this group just remembering great things about them.
They went into the stands after the game to shake hands and hug and thank yous, and was that by design? Did that just happen?
Yeah, that's something that we do. We try to do at every our last home game, and just go up and thank the fans, and thank them for coming, and tell them that we want to see them in the sectional, and I hope that's good for our kids to do, and I think our fans enjoy that, to be able to see our kids up close and let them meet them and show them how we have great kids in our program. You might not be aware of it. You're probably too humble to point it out if you knew it, but you are the winningest coach in Indiana with 8 years or less of tenure as a head coach. You got 136 wins. You've got one more game in the regular season with Ben Davis, no small task next week, and Sunday is the sectional draw, but I like your chances going into Ben Davis and into the tournament, and we were talking before you came up, your kids seem to be playing awfully well right now, heading into the right time of the year. Yeah, I've been blessed here this 8 years, 13 overall, man. These days, people don't last that long at places.
Yeah.
I've just been blessed, first of all, to be with Coach Harrell and learn under him. And, then been able to take over and do a great job with a lot of really good players. We have so many players come back. Jarrell Allen was back tonight. Ben Botts was back last night, guys that played for us before. And saw Adrian Wells in the hallway. And there probably were more that were in the stands.
Yeah.
So, those are guys that have helped get us to where we are. And, to be able to win 4 out of 8 in the conference championships is huge for us.
Well, thanks for being so gracious with your time tonight on a great night for you and your kids. Thanks for coming up, spending time with us. Congratulations on a win, a conference championship, and one more step closer to another banner we hope for you here in
Well, thank
2012.
you, and thanks for being here tonight, guys.
Well, it was our pleasure. Matt Fine, the head coach of the Bearcats, they win here tonight. They beat Marion, and convincingly, they tear them up. The final was 59-36.